Hello. Glory to Ukraine. The 264th day of the heroic resistance of the Ukrainian people to a Russian military large-scale invasion continues. Ukrainian servicemen have successfully completed the operation to liberate Kherson, which started in early September, said Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine Valery Zelensky. Thanks to the units of the Defense Forces for their super efforts to liberate Kherson. The operation continued from the beginning of September and ended with our success. However, it has its price. Eternal memory to the fallen brothers and sisters, wrote Zelensky on the Telegram channel. We know who we are fighting for and what we are fighting for, he added. The enemy is concentrating its efforts on restraining the actions of the defense forces in certain directions, continuing to equip defensive lines on the left bank of the Dnieper. At the same time, it conducts offensive operations in the Bakhmut, Avdiivka, and Novopavlivka directions. In order to replenish losses, the enemy continues to train mobilized personnel in military educational institutions, training centers, and further transfer these persons to the areas of battles. During the current 24 hours, the Russian occupiers launched 1 missile and 6 airstrikes, carried out more than 14 MLRS attacks. The situation in the Volyn and Policia directions has not changed significantly. In the military commissariats of the Brest region, in the period from November 7th to 11th, measures were taken to clarify the personal data of men of conscription age. There is still a threat of the enemy launching missile and airstrikes, in particular with the use of attack UAVs from the territory and airspace of the Republic of Belarus. The enemy shelled in such other directions, in the Slobozansky direction from artillery of various types, in the areas of the settlements of Streleka, Staritsa, Borovaka, Ohertseve, Riznikov, Vilkovaka, Kolodyazyne, Bolohivka, and Fyholivka, in the Kupiansk and Lyman directions from mortars, barrel and jet artillery, in the areas of the settlements of Kislivka, Kotlyarivka, Tabaivka, Krokmalm, Berestovka, Novoselivsk, Stelmakivka, Makiivka, Terny, and Zarikin. In the Bakhmut direction, from the entire range of artillery, in the areas of the settlements of Bilohorivka, Verkhnyo-Kamiansk, Spern, Yakovlivka, Soldar, Bakhmutsk, Bakhmut, Andrivka, Zelenopilya, Kurdyamivka, Ozaryanivka, Zalizn, and New York, in the Avdiivka direction from artillery of various calibers, in the areas of Vesely, Kamianka, Avdiivka, Krasnohorivka, Marianka, and Novomykhailivka, in the Novopavlivka direction from mortars, barrel, and jet artillery, in the areas of the settlements of Pereskovivka, Volodar, Bohoyavlenka, Pavlivka, Novokranka, Prikostivka, Velika Novosilka, Vermivka, Timirivka, Novopil, Alhivsk, and Poltavka, in the Zaporizhia direction from artillery of various types, in the areas of the settlements of Huliapol, Zeliznikn, Malotokmachka, Novodanilivka, and Mali Sherbeki. On the Tavrius direction, the areas of Vishkatarasivka, Milov, Zalota Baka, Mykolivka, and Shevchenkivka were hit by artillery fire. The village of Dobranadia, Dnipropetrovsk region, was directly damaged by fire. Stabilization measures are ongoing in the liberated settlements of the Kherson region. There is an increase in the group of occupation troops in the Melitopol region of the Zaporizhia region. Fortifications and defensive buildings are being built around the perimeter of the city. Civilians are prohibited from approaching the airfield area. Columns are arriving to the city from the side of Tokmak. In the temporarily occupied by the enemy population centers of Kakhovka, Tavriisk, and Nova Kakhovka of the Kherson region, a decrease in the number of enemy personnel is observed. There is a minimal number of occupiers in the cities. Patrols move through the streets. Deputy head of the Office of the President of Ukraine Kyrylo Tymoshenko posted on his Telegram channel a video of the hoisting of the flag of Ukraine on the central square in Kherson. The flag was raised to the national anthem of Ukraine in the presence of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Zelensky also presented state awards to servicemen. In Kherson region, the Russian army left behind the same atrocities as in other regions, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky said in a video statement on Sunday. About 400 war crimes have already been documented by the investigation, and the bodies of those killed, both military and civilians, he said. Zelensky said detentions of Russian soldiers and mercenaries who were abandoned on this territory and the neutralization of saboteurs continue. During the day, the Ukrainian aviation made 16 strikes against the enemy. 10 areas of concentration of personnel, weapons, and military equipment, as well as 6 positions of the enemy's anti-aircraft missile systems, were affected. Our units of missile troops and artillery hit the command post and 10 areas of concentration of manpower, weapons, and military equipment in a day. I believe in the armed forces. Together we will win. Glory to Ukraine. Let's keep in touch.